Welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show. I am really glad you are here. I'm really glad that I'm in your wherever ears, wherever you are listening to this podcast. This is episode 117, and today I am talking about why not having a transformation message is the biggest hurdle for small business owners. And I want to talk about what it is. I want to talk about why every business owner needs one, even if you are just starting out or even if you are, well into 10 years in your business. Why not to worry about if it's perfect or not? How getting it right can be really trial and error. I want to talk about a framework that I use within my business to teach my clients how to develop theirs. And, the one question that people should ask that's evoked when you actually tell them who you are and what you do. But firstly, I really want to welcome you to come along to an online event that I am running. I'm really excited to run this. It is going to be epic. The title is Master Your Message That Converts. And basically, I am so sick and tired of seeing people writing boring captions. People, I mean business owners. And so this is what's triggered that for me, because there's no better leverage than being able to storytell across your marketing in order to build that know, like, and trust that we all love to build sales. It is a free platform, essentially. It is the biggest tool, it is the biggest marketing tool the world has ever seen for small business owners, and it is free. And yet I see every single day so many business owners writing crap captions in their social media because they're so rushed, when if thought out a lot better, you could actually write killer captions that convert. And so that's what's triggered this masterclass. And I'm running it as a free event. I'm running it as a free masterclass. And I'm really excited in this. I would love you to come along and register. You can do it on my website, hayleyosborne.com, or you can do it via my Instagram link. It's on my Facebook, and just register because I don't want you to miss out. Or you can register via the link, which is shm.hayleyosborne.com/master messaging. It's just easier to go to my website and use the link there. And then you can register, come along. It is free. And I'm really excited for you to learn how to create a connection with your audience through your caption to convert them, right? Because you want people to do something with the information that you are giving them, regardless of the business that you have. I am excited for you to understand how to write a really great hook. And plus, I'm going to give you my 50 hooks that convert list. And I've had really great feedback on this. So I think that the more people I can help, the better. I'm excited for you to learn the foundations of a great story and have fun doing it, because that is what creates sales. Selling on your social media is like throwing water balloons at a porcupine. It doesn't work. So you've got to get really clever. No more boring captions. I'm so sick of seeing it. I'm so sick of business owners not leveraging this platform. And I'm excited for you to really take your messaging from same, always the same, to really diverse and different. If you come along live too, I will give you a bonus times by 50. So 50 of my call to action boosters for you to ditch those boring sayings like learn more, click here, and actually spice things up with my creative suggestions that I know works to set you apart from your competitors. It's simple. Stop letting your ideal clients pass you by, because they do if you're boring, and that's no bullshit. And, create messaging that involves, action taking and fun, as opposed to no action taking and no fun. I know that writing captions is hard, and that's why a lot of people don't appear as frequently as they should, because it's hard. And just know as well that 99% of people are going to Google you before they pick up the phone. That's a fact, which means that your written words need to pack a punch. And it also would mean that if your captions are super boring, that you're missing opportunities left, right, and center. And I don't want that for you. So we need to be inviting our audience to take action and no more leaving money on the table. And anyway, without further ado, come along. If you can't come along live, so as this episode is airing, it will be the next day. So the 10th of July, so tomorrow, as this episode airs, it is happening at 11 a.m. Adelaide time. And if you're in Sydney or Melbourne, that's 10:30 your time. And I would love to see you there. If you can't get there live, no stress, register and I will give you the recording after for you to watch. But if you can't come along live, it means you don't get the bonus, which is super cool, but you will get a lot of valuable information. So I would love to see you at my Master Your Message That Converts event, 10th of July, 11 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time, which is Adelaide time, 10:30 Melbourne and Sydney, so that you can start to change the game and stop writing boring captions. All right. So today is kind of like a value add to the masterclass that I'm teaching. And I really wanted to teach this or talk about this in this podcast episode because it is really important. And it's why not having a transformation message is the biggest hurdle for business owners. But first, I want to start off with what is a transformation message? And basically what it is a sentence that describes who you are, what you do, and how you can help people, okay? And this transformation message really needs to sit at the forefront of your business, okay? So it's basically a summary of you, what you do, and how you help people. And it outlines all of the things that you are doing in your business in such a succinct way. So, it's really aimed at customers. So it's aimed at your audience to inform them about the benefits of working with you, but you've got to get really clever at saying it in a sentence. Okay. So the things that it needs to include are explaining why you do what you do, explaining how you do what you do, explaining the problem that you solve and the transformation that you provide succinctly. Okay. So why does every business owner need one? Every business owner needs one because it's essentially the suit and tie version of your business. And in a nutshell, when somebody lands on you, on your business. So they land on your Instagram page, they land on your LinkedIn, they land on your Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, website, Google, business profile, whatever that is, they see who you are and how you help people straight away. Because 99% of people are going to Google you before they pick up the phone. And every business owner needs a transformation message. Otherwise, not having one, you are going to be missing clients left, right, and center. And so it is such a beautiful way to capture people's attention to be able to read more, because you should be able to evoke that when they are reading it. Okay, so if you are delivering War and Peace on all of your touch points, you're more likely to have a significant drop off because people don't like to read chunks and chunks of words on your website, on your socials. They want a succinct way of explaining and understanding who you are and what you do. Now, I can tell you this, that if you were to say, if I was to say to you, I will give you a one-page document on how to create your marketing strategy, would you take that? As opposed to, here's a 50-page deck on all the things that you need to do to create your marketing strategy. I guarantee you that you would pick the one-pager because everybody wants to get to where they want to go in the fastest way possible. Any way, shape, or form, right? Driving, the goals inside your business. We want to get there really fast. And so it needs to be very succinct. And I must say that a really important point, don't worry about it being perfect. Just get it done because it's going to change over the years as you change and evolve as a business. I cannot stress this enough. And where I am now is definitely not where I started. So, what does my transformation message sound like? So, if I meet somebody anywhere, so whether I am at a party on the weekend or whether I'm at a networking event, or if you see my webs anywhere I land, if somebody says, "Hey, what do you do?" or they're looking for what I do, I say, I help business owners to create marketing activities and strategies to have the biggest growth with the least amount of time and effort. Okay. And it never used to be like that. Okay. Because it was different. And I accept that, as I change, the messaging in and around my business also needs to change because I will never stay the same. I'm constantly learning, evolving, and growing my business on purpose. And therefore, the message changes. And I'm sure that you are too if you're listening to this podcast. And so you really need a succinct message. And, it can't be perfect. So what I've found is we're so close to our businesses, and I find this with my private clients, that this particular thing is the hardest to do out of everything. You can write the words on your website, you can write your about page, you can write everything in and around the service or product that you do. But this is super, super hard. So if you're sitting down going, oh my God, Hayley, I have no idea where to start. It is long, it is wordy, it is hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It is hard. So getting it right can be trial and error. And I think you just go with something and then push it out because we are so close to our businesses that we cannot see them anymore. And if you are not satisfied with doing it that way, then either come and see me for a hand to actually nail what it is that you want to be known for and what you do, or, keep educating yourself and upskilling yourself in ways that are going to help you extract what that is. So the way that I like to create this inside my business is I have developed a framework in my business called MAPS. And that framework stands for, it's an acronym, but it stands for market, audience, problem, and solution. Okay, so to break that down, who is the market that you serve? Okay, what your audience, market audience, what is the problem that you solve? And what is the transformation that you provide? Solution. Okay, so MAPS, market, audience, problem, solution. Solution is the transformation. Okay, but MAPS sounds way better. So I went with MAPS, and I have built and used this framework inside of my business and for my clients every single day to create a beautiful foundation for their business to start marketing their business, because this is what you need to start with that will help you grow the rest of your messaging. Okay, so to break that down a little bit, who is your target market? Okay, so for me, it is business owners. Okay, what is the problem that I solve? The problem that I solve is coming up with marketing activities and strategies to have big growth. Okay, and the transformation that I provide, kind of an overlap, is growth in the least amount of time and effort. And the time and effort part, okay, is a real pain point for business owners because you guys don't have a lot of time. Okay. And the effort required is huge when you have to learn something from scratch. Whereas I have done everything. The time and effort part comes with my 15 years plus of brand and marketing experience. I've worked on some of the biggest alcohol brands in the world. I've had some beautiful marketing corporate jobs, and I've been running my own business independently now for almost 7 years. So I've seen it all. I have worked with some of the biggest brands under my own business, which I'm really proud of, and I still do. And so, I often find, doesn't matter how big the business, that every business needs one, and every business goes through trial and error, and every business needs to follow this framework that I have built because it is gold and it is very easy to follow. And the one thing that the one question, okay, that should be asked after you say who you are and what you do is, oh, cool, how do you do that? Okay, so let me rephrase that a little bit. So I say, my name is Hayley and I help business owners to create activities and strategies around marketing to have the biggest growth with the least amount of time and effort in their business. So then the next question that the person that you're talking to should ask you, oh, cool, how do you do that? Okay. And then that opens up the conversation to say, I do it through X, Y, and Z. I do it through my beautiful membership, Superhero Marketing. I do it through one-on-one coaching. I do it through social media strategy for business owners. I do it through marketing strategy for business owners, and so on and so forth. And so it doesn't matter where you are and who you're talking to. You could be on the side of a sports game watching your kids play. You're still going to say the same thing. Never ever do I want you to say, I am a business coach. I am a marketer. I am in sales. I am a masseuse. I am a TV presenter. No, you are much more than that. And when you give the one word type of responses like that, it kind of doesn't instigate any kind of conversation back. And so it's a real shut off. So if I say I'm in marketing, yawn, most people are quite triggered by that word. And it is quite a polarizing, like complicated word. And it's my job to, I guess, demystify that word to make it super easy for you guys, because I know that small businesses are the backbone of our economy. And if you can do this bit right and develop this beautiful foundation in a transformation message for your business, it opens up a whole nother level of conversation with everybody in and around you, from networking events to private events. And so I hope this has been a little bit helpful. To recap, if you want to start writing yours or think that it needs a refresh or whatever that might look like, think of the word maps and you will be able to understand that quite quickly. And just go through it. Done is better than perfect. Write it down 100 times. If you're still stuck, I would love to catch up with you for a free 30-minute strategy session, and I can give you a bit of a hand and, hopefully help you along the way. But otherwise, it is by not having this, it's a huge, I guess, hurdle for business owners, because this is like a chain reaction, and this is kind of the foundational level for you to get started with beautiful messaging. And so on that, I also want to say, don't forget to register for my free masterclass event tomorrow, which is the 10th of July. I would love to have you there. And basically, I'm going to help you create captions that convert, and you can start to really harness your audience into not leaving, but leaving through your shopping cart, or, adding themselves to your database, because that is essentially what we want people to do. It's hard, but if it was easy, everybody would do it. And I really want you to excel. So I would love to see you there. I hope this episode has been valuable in and around transformation messages for your business. And I will see you next week for another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show.